Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors and blessings to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, which rule well. And Shalom, honors and blessings to the sincere Akim that are pushing this word on the highways and the byways, in season and out of season. And Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. All right, I'm going to just play the video and get right into it.
The company in Wisconsin offering employees microchips to replace ID badges. It's hosting a chip day party to implant the devices in the employees. And our guy Ron Mott is at the party. Hey, Ron.
Hey, man. So basically, this video been going around. Today I seen this article maybe at least 3 times, pop up in various locations. So the spirit, jumped on me to just do this video, man. And to edify the hopeful elect, Lord willing, out there that might be listening, the mark of the beast prophecy in the Bible is a microchip, all right? It's a RFID microchip implant, all right? That's what you see going on. So you can understand what the hell you fucking watching right now. Why are these people putting these devices in their hands, man? At their workplace, man. At this company called 3 Square, Market. Why are people doing this? Because basically what's happening, hey, I'm going to just read it right here for you. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, this is the he that is talking about, all right, is you so-called white people, all right, starting with the elites, the biblical Edomites, all right, so you can understand. I say you so-called white people, but really the he that is talking about is the Edomites, all right? Esau, Edom, the nation of Edom, all right? Starting with the elites, starting with the Illuminati, which run NATO and the EU, all right? That's the beast that John the Revelator, all right, the Apostle John saw on the island of Patmos when you read the book of Revelation, all right? The great whore that sat upon many waters, that's America. She rode upon that beast, that's America, all right? Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon. And here you have it in Wisconsin, all right, these people at 3 Square Marketing or 3 Square Market Company, all right, they taking the microchip, man, like it's no tomorrow. 50 out of 80 of their employees, the last time I checked, all right, took this mark of the beast, took the microchip. But according to the prophecy, it's going to be made mandatory, pretty soon. This thing is going to be actually forced on the people. It's not going to be a choice. All right, because why? Verse 17. Excuse me. Salakia. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you are not going to be able to buy or sell if you don't have that chip, that microchip. And we're going to show you through this video that it's not just a GPS tag or a work tag or something like that, like a fucking badge to enter into your office. This thing is going to be used for commerce, all right? Because the economy of America is going to crash very soon, all right? And this is also according to the Bible. All of this is Bible prophecy, man, what I'm telling you. This is not my own, like, I didn't just sit down and analyze things and, you know what I'm saying? This is according to the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai through his word. All right, which is the Holy Bible. This is all written of in the scriptures. Everything that's happening today is written in the scriptures. All right, the microchip, that's really the point I want to hark on, the microchip. But the economic collapse, all this buffoonery and the politics and stuff like that with Trump, this is all prophecy, man. This place is Babylon the Great, man. The word Babylon goes back to the Hebrew word Babal, which is confusion. America is sinking into confusion, man. It's sinking. It's about to sit in the dust, man. This place is about to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles in World War III. And that's why the people are so fucking gone, man. Their minds are just completely destroyed here in America. You got transgenderism at an all-time high, homosexuality. This is the things that's happening here in America. Pedophilia, so don't be fooled. America is going to be destroyed soon. But before America gets destroyed, all right, this microchip has to be made mandatory. But I'm going to show you that this microchip, without a shadow of a doubt, is the mark of the beast according to the Bible.
How is it?
Hey, Hoda and Matt, good morning to you both. You know, we all know people complain that their companies treat them like machines. Well, 3 Square Market is sticking it to their folks today using these needles. Now, let me show you first what this microchip looks like. It is about the size of a grain of basmati rice.
That's the
so
mark
Patrick
of the
here
beast,
is the
man.
CEO. Andy is a
the
licensed
mark
body piercer, so let it rip. We're going
of
to
the
see this
beast.
now.
I got it.
I can't look. I can't look. Needle is in. Chip is in.
Bingo.
Not very much blood at all. Patrick, how'd that feel?
Better
See,
than
this
getting
guy
my
right
wisdom
here,
teeth
man.
out.
You know what I'm saying? He's pretending like, oh man, I can't do this. This is like some scary thing. But when they force you to take that chip, man, and when you're not able to buy and sell, that no man might buy or sell, verse 17, save he that had the mark. These people like this guy, man, which he is an Israelite, all right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are Israelites. And the only people that are not going to take this chip, all right, and going to be delivered from the destruction of America is the elect, all right, the 1/3, the chosen few of the nation of Israel, of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? Those people, all right, everybody else, man, all these people you see on the screen, this guy, they're going to take the chip, man. They're going to take that mark of the beast and they're going to be destroyed. And that's in the next chapter, Revelation, the 14th chapter, which I'm going to get. But right after this, you know.
Okay, you're still conscious.
Yeah, I'm great.
Melissa got chipped yesterday, but you had to be talked into doing this. How long did it take you to say yes to this?
I was a little hesitant at first, but I had 7
They're
days to
showing
think.
you right there, man. Like, she had to be talked into it. You know what I'm saying? But how much are they going to have to talk people into it when they have your neck on a guillotine and they telling you to take that chip? And Lord willing, man, us brothers and few sisters that are in the faith, you know, we don't take that chip. Lord willing, we part of the elect and we resist, you know, taking that microchip to the death if we have to. If we got to get our heads chopped off. Because also in Revelation, the 20th chapter, John saw people getting beheaded, all right, for not taking the microchip, man. This thing is going to get serious. You think this is a joke? You think this is some type of technology increasing and the evolution or some shit? This thing is going to get real out here, man. And you people out there, man, you are fucking asleep. You have no idea what the fuck is going on. Especially these people right here at this job that are taking this microchip. They think this is just like the new work badge or something. Like, oh, just take this chip. Man, when you go home, that chip is still in your body, man. When you take a shower, that chip is fucking your body up, man. That radiation, that that radiation, right? All the frequencies going back and forth through your skin, man. This is not a joke, man.
About it, and once I learned the facts, there was no question in my mind.
Okay, one last thing we want to show you over here.
Yeah,
Hold
one
on,
last
Matt.
thing.
Go ahead, Steve. They can buy their goodies here in the break room
Wait, what?
by just using their hand. We'll over here. Hold on, Matt.
What did he just say?
Go ahead, Steve. They can buy their goodies here in the break room by. Okay, one last thing we want to show you over here. Hold on, Matt.
One last thing.
Go
One
ahead,
more
Steve.
time.
They can buy their goodies here in the break room by just using their hand. Real quickly, he's going to get a Kit Kat bar. And it's paid for $1.06, guys. So the question.
Saw that? He just bought a Kit Kat bar with his fucking chip, man. The mark of the beast, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. Pretty soon, you're not going to be able to buy or sell if you don't have that chip. Because those machines are they're gonna basically transform society, all right, with this economic collapse that's coming. They're going to transform this society into a cashless society, man. When they do away with the US dollar, all right, when that $20 trillion debt, what the fuck they gonna do with that? They're gonna just erase that shit, man. The global banking families, the elites, all right, which are the Edomites, the tribe of Amalek, according to the Bible, all right, the fucking devil that the Bible speaks of, all right, they the ones that make the money, man. They the ones that print the money. So what do you think they're gonna do? America's $20 trillion in debt. They're gonna erase the debt. All right, when the economy collapses and they're going to bring this chip in, and this is going to be your new economy. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't understand that, then this just isn't for you. That's it. This is not for you. And take that chip when it comes, and this is going to be a judgment. And then I'm going to close it out with this. Revelation 14 and 9. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm going to just read 9 and 10. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, which is the ways of this society, all right, the ideology of the so-called white man, this chip, homosexuality, pedophilia, transgenderism, If you accept all of those things and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, which those were just some examples that I mentioned of worshiping the beast and his image. There's many more things than that, but those are the main things that that's going on today, like democracy, also, the whole political scheme and all of that stuff. If you accept that and worship that and view that as a way of life, and you receive that microchip in your forehead or in your hand or anywhere in your body, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So if you take that microchip, you're going to be burnt up with fire. And that fire is coming by two ways: the thermonuclear missiles, all right, ICBM nuclear missiles, which are going to come from Russia, North Korea, India, Iran, and many other places throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, those missiles are going to touch down here in America and turn it into a lake of fire. That's what you read about in Revelation. It's Babylon the Great, America, being turned into one big fire pool. All right, and if you take that mark of the beast, mark the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. If you take that mark, if you take that microchip, you're going to be burnt up with fire and brimstone. And the angels and the Lamb, which is Yahushai, they're going to watch you burning in that fire, man. And your soul is going to be tormented in that fire until whenever the Lord decides to, take your soul out of your body. It's not going to be no quick death where you're just going to evaporate and that's it. You're going to feel that flame, man. You're going to feel that heat. People, when they get a little burn on the stove, they twitch and shit, they jump back. Your whole body's going to burn in fire if you take that microchip, man. So that's the message, and to the hopeful elect, Lord willing, Abba Ratzazah, us brothers and sisters that know this truth and keep the faith till the end and endure to the end, we don't take that microchip. We resist Satan, and Lord will be saved in the salvation and the second coming of Hamashiach Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And we get beamed up on those chariots. Because I didn't mention this earlier, I meant to say this, Salakia, but also the fire is coming from those missiles, and the fire is coming from the chariots, which the world ignorantly calls UFOs. All right, they're going to shoot laser beams, like you see movies like War of the Worlds, Mars Attacks, all right, and many other movies about so-called alien invasions. When the Lord comes back and invades this earth, which really he's taking what's his, all right, the Lord, Yahushai, all right, you're going to be burnt up in that fire by those laser beams. You might think this is a joke or something, like this is a mythology or some type of an imagination, but hey, we'll see. That's all I could really say, and until next time, I hope, Abba Ratzazah, this was an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect of Israel. And all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai once again. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel.